Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
So I wanted, before we get started, to let everyone know that I have a new podcast out, and it's called Meditations. If you like the Meditations segment of this current podcast, you'll like the Meditations podcast. It's nothing but 20 minutes of meditative sounds. And now, on with the podcast.
Americans love scenery. We want to see it all, from one coast to the next, Mount Rushmore down to the Everglades. So hop into a Chevy Malibu and take the scenic route. It's the car you knew America could build. There's a place where people count on friendships they can trace back generations, where they can count on the same stool at the coffee shop waiting for them every morning. This place is called Glen Ellen, and you can find it in every bottle of Glen Ellen wine. This is craft brewed Herman Joseph's, the smoothest, easiest drinking specialty beer in the entire solar system. And I believe you'll find drinkable in the dictionary right after don't order a beer you can't drink. Zoingo! Boingo! The freestyle pogo with more boing, more bounce. Bounce further, bounce higher with Zoingo Boingo. To see what makes Arrowhead Mountain Spring water different from those other waters, you have to go back to the source. And with Arrowhead, that means going back a little farther and longer than most. Between security challenged and security strengthened, there's one important word: how. And it is the how that makes all the difference to our nation and our world. Lockheed Martin. We never forget who we're working for. What makes Kraft Singles so good? 2 out of every 3 kids don't get the recommended amount of calcium. But with Kraft Singles, they get a good source of calcium and the taste they love. Kraft Singles. Magic every single time. Throw boring overboard with a new real meal from Long John Silver's. A meal worthy of a plate, just $4.99. Only at Long John Silver's. We may not all be geniuses, but we can all do something smart. Introducing the Hyundai 199 Sonata Lease. It's a smart deal on a really smart car.
My wife said, "Don't tell any toilet jokes on the."
You still remember the
Don't
earthquake
tell any
story,
toilet jokes on the Johnny Carson show. And the guy came on. One of the cops came over. And he just told me a toilet joke.
Don't do it.
I'm going to try and tell it. See if I clean it up a little.
All right.
3 old guys sitting around convalescent home. One guy says, "If I could just do number 1." I mean, if I could do like a strong number 1, like, you know, not in dribs and drabs. The second guy says, "If I could do a good number 2, I mean, a solid 1, you know, if the squeeze and it comes out, you know, it's terrible." Third guy says, "I do wonderful number 1, like torrential rains in Pango Pango, like the Mississippi River." He says, "That's at 7:30 every morning. And 7:35 in the morning, I have a wonderful number 2. He says, like Mount St. Helens." He says, "This is erupting. That's at 7:35 in the morning." So the other guy says, "So what are you complaining about?" He says, "Well, I don't get out of bed till 9.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, Trump Tuesday, August the 26th, and this is The True Conservative. Welcome to all the butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers out there. I'm Ron, your host, and the only true conservative in the United States today. So today, after the Serenity Prayer and the patriotic song of the day, we will have Varney and Company, motivation, meditation, and President Trump. All that and more when I get back. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I should not change, the courage to change the things I should, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Thank you. Now, Varney and Company
Stewart is back, and he is in charge, and he's got this.
I'll take it. Good morning, Cheryl, and good morning, everyone. The president wants the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates sharply and do it now. His latest move to pressure the Fed is to fire Lisa Cook. She's a Biden-appointed Fed governor. Trump says she submitted fraudulent information on mortgage applications, and that's grounds for dismissal. She says she will not resign. All right, what's going on here? The president wants to control the Federal Reserve. That would end its independence. He wants rates down now, and he'll move heaven and earth to make it happen. The market, though, seems to be taking this pretty much in stride. Minor losses across the board after yesterday's gains. Dow off maybe 40, NASDAQ down 30. Nvidia, well, they report tomorrow afternoon. They're the most valuable company in the world. And when it reports, what it reports will likely move the market. Right now, the stock's holding firm, just a few points shy of its all-time high of $184. Little change for Treasury yields. We still have the 10-year around 4.25% for 28. The 2-year still at 3.70%. As for Bitcoin, we have that moving down to 110 to just over $110,000. On the show today, the president holds a cabinet meeting in 2 hours. It's all about keeping America safe, specifically sending the National Guard into D.C. Not a single murder in the 2 weeks they've been there. They may also be sent to Chicago, where the mayor and the governor of Illinois say they're not wanted or needed. We will ask if the Democrats really want to protect alleged criminals. One more item from the cabinet meeting. There'll be a name change. The Defense Department will become the Department of War. Well, the Cracker Barrel logo saga rolls on. The company lost $143 million in market value. The company admits it could have done a better job with the logo change. They will stop the peg game from taking jabs at losers. But the new logo stays. They will keep the old-fashioned look with rocking chairs and fireplaces. Now you know. Look at this. Look at that. Big screen, please. Look at that. That's a dust storm rolling across Arizona, shut down the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. It has since blown through and is headed north. The airport has reopened, but that is a dust storm and a half. Another big day, Tuesday, August 26, 2025.
And that was Varney and Company, Nonprofit News Now. Back in a minute. Thank you. Political Corner.
And let me be crystal clear. And I'm going to say this proudly and I'm going to say it loudly. I've been a registered Republican for 15 fucking years. I grew up in a Democratic home. I didn't know too much about politics. I see shit now because I'm older. My brain is opened up. My eyesight is clear. And not once I ever voted for no Clintons, no Obamas. I don't give a fuck who was in office when it came to the left. I didn't stand for you and I didn't vote for you. Man, these Democrats been doing the same ass shit for 60 plus years. All they gotta do is go find and track down Beyonce, throw her millions of dollars so she can shake her ass, and boom, there it is. She got you fools out there trapped in this mind. Them fucking Libras don't give a damn about y'all fucking black ass Americans out there. You black Libras, you black Democrats, the main ones in my inbox talking about somebody sold out. Y'all the main ones got a problem with color. You the main ones always got something to complain about. The biggest whiners out there are those because it affects your government benefits. You transgenders because you can't get your little sex change operation. I thank God for 2025 because there's a lot of shit that just been coming out when it comes to the left, man, for us, like our money-wise, how y'all been robbing people for money, sending our money to these foreign countries, buying stupid-ass shit, and you wonder why we out here struggling by the dollar. And you got a man who's out here trying to bring peace around the world. The man who's trying to put money back in our pockets with terrorists and shit who you say wasn't going to work. Trump getting shit done. I voted for this man 3 times, and if he run again, I'll vote for him again. I'm proud and I stand by it. I'm a Republican. Common sense. I'm not stupid from the left. And I'm damn sure not a Libra from the left. So if you don't like that, as always, sell your house, sell your car, sell your dog or your cat. Get all the money you can and get the fuck out of America.
And that was Tony ×2, the account on X. And Political Corner, back in a minute. Thank you. Now, shorts.
What Donald Trump proved that it's possible to end black-on-black crime. He proved that, right? In D.C., his troops, no murders for the entire weekend. That is insane. And to think that the left would protest against that, to think that the left would say, oh my God, it is a bad thing that black people are now stop killing each other. And the reason why that is a bad thing for them is because that is a core of liberalism, right? That is part of what makes them victims. So if you take away each sort of victim mentality peg or pillar, that's one less person that's going to have a victim mentality. So that's one less person that'll be a leftist. That'll be a woke libtard, right? So they are freaking out. But fuck them. What's crazy is the fact that he could actually fix that. And with police, who would have thought? That's why I always say every hood should have one prison in it.
And that was Thomas Sowell Quotes account on X for the shorts. Thank you. Now, a little motivation.
Life is hard. See, it's hard when you're 49 years old, been working on a job for 17 years, and they come in and tell you you're finished and give you 1 week severance pay. And you got to start all over again. It's hard when you're married and raising children and your children are crawling and your husband dies unexpectedly. It's hard handling just the tragedies of life. It's hard when you're working on something and you put everything you have in it and it doesn't work out. You lose your money and other people's money. It's hard. It was rough when I lost my job. And I could not find a job. It was humiliating and embarrassing, borrowing money. And then I couldn't pay the money back when I told them I would. That's rough. How people look at you, how they respond to you. It's very hard. It's humiliating. Here's what I discovered that happens to you in life, that you will go through things, and while you're going through them, you can't understand why it's happening to you. But after you go through it, you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. Have you ever happened to you? Raise your hand. Has it ever happened to you that I couldn't understand it then, but after I got through it, then I saw that was preparing me for bigger and better things. As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. See, most people want it easy. See, easy come, easy what? Easy go. See, but when you go at what you're going to deal with and you deal with the difficulties of it, when you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through. And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender and say, okay, all right. I cooperate. Okay, I learned. Okay. They had to wear me out a long time. So if it's hard, then do it hard. Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times? Les, you must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You got to keep moving and keep plugging away. In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years. Because at any time, had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. You know that's how people are going to do you? So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People are going to do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look. Whoa, look here. Look how, hey, man, you know, I know you can do it. Look here, you got a job here? See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. You know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. People know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You know it was hard, but you did it hard.
And that was a little bit of motivation. Back in a minute. Meditation. Now is a little bit of meditation. Back in a minute. Thank you. Now, from Varney and Company, he's having a little bit of a discussion, and in a few seconds, she's going to actually say something rather interesting.
To say, Claudia, that is rich coming from Bill de Blasio, whose record on crime was not exactly stellar. Question for you. Are everyday Americans in favor and firmly behind Trump's crime crackdown?
Yes, people want to see safety. How can you run a business, raise your family, when there's crime rampant? When you have an open border, people are coming in unvetted. They have, whether it's they're gang members or just people who are out to take advantage, human trafficking, drug trafficking, fentanyl overdoses, affecting our children all over. People want to see people held accountable for committing crimes against other people, and the Democrats are against that. Mondami is against that. He's against prisons. He's against accountability. That's everything that we stand for as a country.
So there you go. He's against prisons. He's against this. You'll notice that there's a lot of liberal leaders that have come out and say that they're against this, that, or the other thing, but it doesn't matter because the law says the government can only do what it's authorized to do. People in government are not free. May sound odd, but it's the truth. When you're a government official, you can only do that which you are expressly permitted or authorized to do. It doesn't matter whether you like prisons or not. It doesn't matter whether you like the death penalty or not. You don't get to make that decision. That decision has already been made for you. Now the question is, are you going to do what you're authorized to do and only what you're authorized to do, or are you going to subject yourself to various types of punishment? So Gavin Newsom is an example. This who I was really thinking about here is he came out and said, oh, yay for the death penalty. The first thing he did in office, when he got into office, was nix the death penalty, except he doesn't have the authority to do it. He should not only be thrown out of office, he should be criminally and civilly prosecuted. Perhaps when that type of thing starts happening, when people in positions of authority, mayors and governors, start getting prosecuted for exceeding the authority granted to them by law, perhaps then we'll see a lot less of this, a lot fewer Momdamis. Back in a minute. Thank you. Now, Donald Trump.
Let's go, man. Trump said they're going to Chicago next. They're going to Chicago next for the crime crackdown. And I hope he gets it done. I hope he figures out a way to do it legally. And as a far-right conservative, and for the black liberals out there who probably will complain about this and call it racism and all that, especially Brandon Johnson, he's going to call it that. If you complain about this, about Trump trying to crack down gang violence or this violence in Chicago, and we know they are one of the most dangerous cities in America and in the world. We know this. If you complain about what Trump is trying to do, then I'm more pro-black than you. I know like they claim the black power and the black, communist fist, BLM and all that, Black Lives Matter. No, you don't care about black life. You don't care about it. Because it don't matter how far you want to run away from, the actual reality of it. We know what goes down in the hood. We know who's causing most of the crime in these liberal cities, big cities. We know who it is. We know that. We know it's the YNs, the blacks, the gang. We know that. We know who it is. And if you're against this, then you don't care about black life. We know we got young men in the streets killing each other. Kids getting hit by stray bullets. We know all this. And the thing is, y'all know who's doing it in the hood. And if you have a problem with this, you don't care about black life. And I'm going to say that confidently. I'm more pro-black than you are. Because I actually care about black life. Trump is trying to protect black life. All right, man, I'm out, bro.
And that was a little Donald Trump action. Back in a minute. Thank you. A little bit more Donald Trump action.
Attention on the compound. Attention on the compound. Inmate Jasmine Crockett. Pocket Rocket Crockett. Do not get prepared for work tomorrow. Do not iron your clothes. Do not brush out your weave. You don't have to get up to brush your teeth. And you don't even have to take a bath tonight. You have been fired. You have lost your seat so you can take your hood rat ass back to the projects. That's where you want to be from? We don't even need you twerking on TikTok no more. Since you ain't no politician no more, we don't even want to see you no more. So go hide up under that rock that you climbed out from under. You have been dismissed from all job duties, Miss Jasmine Crockett.
And it's a little bit more Donald Trump action. Back in a minute. Here we go, a little bit more.
Amazing, isn't it? No murders in Washington, D.C. in a whole week. You see, folks, this is proof that if you have a commander-in-chief like Donald Trump that takes action, decisive action, you can secure the border and reduce crime. Now, he has just proven the left to be very weak. He has proven to the left that they want crime and a loose border and just let everybody come in. Well, folks, it's proven. That's why you're afraid when Donald Trump came in and took over Washington, D.C., federalized it, came in there, took decisive action, and look what he's done. Making D.C. safe. You need to go on to Chicago next because you mayors can't do your job.
And that's a little bit more Donald Trump action. Back in a minute. Thank you. Number 4.
You know what? I'm happy for the residents of D.C. because for the first time in fucking ever, there's not really any overt crime happening in D.C. For the first time, there's not a bunch of murders. For the first time, there's not a bunch of gang violence. For the first time in many, many fucking decades, these people can actually go outside and they don't have to climb over homeless people. They don't have to hold their kids' hand to tell them to step around the shit and piss that the homeless leave on the fucking side of the road. That there aren't a bunch of people outside in the middle of the street drinking with their 40s and shit like that. That there aren't a bunch of shell casings little kids have to walk over. Yes, finally, the ordinary residents of D.C., the ordinary, people like you and me, our community, can actually get a fucking break. These children can actually go outside. They're not going to get shot. They're not going to end up dead or on T-shirts. For the first time, their parents can take their hand and walk them to the park and not have to explicitly worry about them being shot up on the fucking block. Yes, I'm happy that DC is being taken over. I'm happy the FBI, I'm happy the people of DC get a chance to breathe. They get a chance to go outside. These kids get a chance to walk to the fucking park without dying. That's what you're missing. The people that live in these specific streets, these specific blocks, these specific areas are happy that they don't have to deal with the fucking riffraff anymore. Are happy they don't have to deal with the fucking piece of shit people that would rather shoot up their own community than do something better with their life. This is the first time in forever they're probably able to breathe. This is the first time in forever I haven't seen a bunch of gang violence happen. Kids' lives have been saved because of the extra police presence. And that's what you guys are forgetting. Children's lives have been saved. Teenagers' lives have been saved. Young adult lives have been saved. Do you understand the amount of gang violence that has not taken place since there has been extra support in DC? A lot. A lot of lives have been saved.
And that was number 4. Back in a minute. Thank you, number 5.
Why are the Democrats literally defending crime? They're defending crime. While you go live in your suburban enclaves protected by gates and freaking probably armed security, you are literally advocating for President Trump to not be able to use the home rule. He is constitutionally authorized to do that because he is the Article 2. He is the executive of the executive branch. You fucking idiots! And now D.C. is suing him for using the home rule. You are literally defending crime. You are defending homeless people after everything I walk around and see. Grocery store. Needed laundry detergent. I can't just walk up and get laundry detergent anymore. You know why? Because it's locked behind a damn glass case. I gotta push a button that calls an attendant that's busy with 5 or 6 other people who did the same thing in different parts of the store. And I have to wait for the poor attendant to come over 10, 15 freaking minutes when I could have been in and out of the store. I just had one thing to get. But nope, because people keep stealing shit, they had to start locking it behind glass cases. We did not have this before Joe Biden. Dead ass. This was not a thing before Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We did not. I have never, ever, and I've lived in Colorado for a while. I don't know how it is in your city, but I can promise you, we never saw this kind of shit before. Never. Family Dollar, Walgreens, King Super, Kroger, whatever. Target, they locking stuff up too. Walmart locks stuff up too. We have never had this before. Never. Until the last 4 years. Democrats are literally, not even figuratively, they are literally defending crime. Bro, they are literally defending you getting your ass beat, knocked off your damn bike, or while you out jogging, some homeless person, a schizophrenic drug addict, knocking you over and assaulting you on the street. They don't give a crap. They don't care. They are defending the criminals. And you got, bro, some jerk off like Zorhan Mamdani, who supports this crap, should never be, he shouldn't have got anywhere near the primary. Why did that even happen? He supports crime. He supports no cash bail and no police, social workers, government-run grocery stores, a literal communist. America needs to rid herself of all communists. If you're a card-carrying communist, then you need to get the hell up out of here. Go to Cuba.
And that was number 4. Back in a minute. Thank you. Actually, the one before is number 5. This is number 6.
I don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will. Why the fuck is people that's not from the city saying DC's not that bad? Why is a nigga from Denver, Colorado saying DC's not that bad and Trump is just trying to be a dictator? Gang, DC is fucking like Gotham City, bruh. Like, y'all do not know. Y'all out of towners, mo. Mind y'all fucking business, bruh. 4 infants got killed in a month. This shootings every day. Carjackings every day. The city is fucking wild right now, bruh. And it might say it's the lowest as ever been, that's because these niggas is not getting caught. There's so much shit going on. Y'all don't even know, bro. I'm really recovering from getting shot in DC, gang. So for y'all out-of-towners to be like, DC's not that bad and this shit don't need to be done, y'all don't know shit, bro. Like, for real, y'all don't know shit, bro. What Donald Trump is doing right now, getting the homeless off the street and putting all these law enforcement people in throughout DC, that shit needs to be done good. I'm tired of fucking Gotham City, gang. I'm tired of that shit, bro. I'm trying to go to U Street and not have to worry about running from fucking bullets, bro. I'm sick of that shit, gang.
And that was number 6. Back in a minute. Now, number 7.
Complaining. The only ones upset are people who don't even live there and just hate Trump. At the end of the day, everyone deserves to feel safe in their own community. Complaining.
And that was number 7. Back in a minute. Thank you. Number 8.
MAGA will never die. You Democrats have a new sadistic candidate with ulterior motives every time we have a new election. MAGA will never die. Even after Trump is not the president anymore, I'm voting for Vance. When Barron becomes eligible to be the president, I'm voting for Barron. I'm voting for people who will push the MAGA agenda far from right now. Every single Democratic candidate has extremely contrasted beliefs, as in all of their beliefs and political goals are not similar to each other at all. Wow, MAGA representees will have a similar traditional faith in what America should be. There are no democratic values that you can withhold over time because Democrats are traditionally untraditional. Every 8 to 10 years, there's a new democratic sadistic influence on the world of how you want this fantasy utopia land to exist. And it's sad because most of the Democrats don't realize that they're being bamboozled. After about 10 years, they're going to realize that their political beliefs are no longer a priority. And there's a new agenda that the Democrats are pushing just to get votes. It's sad, but it's true. MAGA withholds values, and this will last generations and generations over time.
And there it is, Trump Tuesday. Back in a minute. Thank you. This is Ron, your host, the only true conservative in the United States today, bidding adios to all the butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers out there, and reminding you that skepticism is doubtful.